Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and all that, yada yada yada. As y'all can tell by the title, I'll be reviewing Twice's More and More, so let me just stop talking and get into the video. So, my first initial reaction to the song was, I was obsessed. I absolutely didn't know what to expect because I didn't look at any teasers or anything besides the concept films, but that's about it. So I was completely stunned seeing the video and hearing the song the first time around. Usually for me, I have to listen to a song more than once to see if I like it or not, but for More and More, once the second chorus hit, I instantly knew I loved it. This is something completely new, and I can't think of any Twice comeback that's like this. I was afraid that this wouldn't be as good as Feel Special or Fancy because, hello, those were masterpieces, but with More and More, I was definitely not disappointed. I love the song and the concept. As for the concept, I absolutely loved how they made their own spin on the Garden of Eden and Eve and the apple and the serpent and all that. I love the connection, and I don't think I've ever seen a concept like that so far. The song is basically them telling the person that no matter how hard they try, they won't be able to pass up the temptation of falling for them, kind of like a drug. It also ties into the concept with how Eve was tempted by the serpent into eating that forbidden apple, and the music video is clearly alluding to this with the serpent in the beginning and the ending scene, as well as the scenes with Nayeon, Dahyun, and Mina eating the apples in the forest. I'll be getting more into it when I get into the music video, but I am just absolutely obsessed with the originality of the concept and how perfectly it ties with the lyrics. Now, getting into the music video, it took me on an absolute roller coaster. I don't even know where to start. I'll begin by saying I guess I can understand why some people wouldn't like it because if it's not your cup of tea, it's not. But personally for me, they did the Garden of Eden concept and ran with it, and I ate it all up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like I said, I don't think I've ever seen this particular concept ever done before. It was just completely different for me. Now, I loved how the set was an enchanted forest or whatever because it made everything look mystical and pretty. And there were bunnies, for crying out loud. I also love the psychedelic feeling that the video's editing gave you to go with the idea that the lyrics convey that you're being tempted by them, kind of like a drug. And when watching the video, it makes you feel as if you're hallucinating watching. Paired with the Garden of Eden concept, it also goes well with the lyrics and its message of not being able to pass up the temptation of falling for them. As I said before, we see a serpent looking mischievous or whatever at the start of the video, and I think at another scene, but I'm not completely sure. We then see Mina, Nayeon, and Dahyun biting into apples, and then at the end, we see an apple bitten into, alluding to the Garden of Eden story. I just love how well thought out this seemed like it was, and again, I don't think this was a concept anyone else has ever done before. As for the looks, I'm 50-50. To elaborate, in the music video, I think the girls looked great. My favorite aspect regarding their looks is probably their hair. I love that they all did something different with their hair for this comeback. I'm gonna talk a lot about it, so let's just get it out of the way. Sana's hair? Orange hair Sana has to be my favorite Sana. Not everyone can pull off orange hair, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone pull it off as well as her. But I cannot stress enough how good she looks in that color. I also loved Chaeyoung's hair as well as Jihyo's. The styling I think matches Chae so well and it looks really cute. And Jihyo's pastel pink hair, iconic, and she did her thing. I think the stylist did a really good job of making them all look beautiful in the music video as well as in the live stages, but this is where I get into the other side of their looks. The outfits. Okay, so I don't hate all of their outfits. I really liked those red outfits they wore for that one stage. They all look so good. And the one with the bell bottoms in that one scene where they were dancing on a lake or whatever it was, one of my favorites during this era. I think it made them all look so carefree and youthful. And the white outfits they wore during the dance break were phenomenal. But getting into the stage outfits, to start off, I don't necessarily hate the main floral ones, but it's just that not all of them are my cup of tea. The brown outfits weren't horrible either. It's just I didn't like all of them. It's pretty much a hit or miss for me for each member. So about half of the outfits I liked and the other half I didn't, which is okay, but I don't think I expected these outfits to top Feel Special's anyway. Feel Special is on another pedestal of its own. But to sum it up, for the most part, I like their looks for this comeback. The choreography? Ooh, girl, let's talk about it. This is definitely one of my favorite choreos from them. The killing part in the pre-chorus is where I was like, yeah, this is the one. That part of the dance is so captivating to me. And the chorus is great too. I love how full of life it is. I know they said it's like Dance the Night Away with its bouncy nature, and I do see it. I love the Dance the Night Away choreography, so it makes sense that I like this one. Also, can we talk about these parts? Go, 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 go. I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to chuckle. These parts are so weird and funny to me, like, what? At least they can say that these specific moves are unique. And I also do tend to love floor choreos, so the second verse where they're dancing on the floor caught my eye as well. The only thing for me, though, is that I feel like the dance break is kind of underwhelming. I don't know. In Feel Special, for that dance break, it wowed me. Even the, ooh-ah dance break had me hooked, especially because of Momo's solo. But I don't know, there wasn't necessarily a wow factor in this specific one for me. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. I just wouldn't say this dance break is one of my favorite of theirs. But other than that, I do think this is a solid choreography. But are we surprised? This is a twice choreography after all. Now, for my overall opinion, I would say that I really did like More and More. I think this was a great comeback. I think the sound is a nice change and way to transition into more mature concepts as they already were with Feel Special. And if what they want to get into is more dance tracks, I'm here for it. Just don't make it a common thing, you know? You don't want to overuse the sound to the point where it gets boring. But I don't think they'll do this anyway. As I said, I think this is just a path into more mature concepts. Although some of the looks weren't necessarily my cup of tea, the song, choreography, and music video definitely make up for it. And despite some people not liking the song and saying it's too much of a change, I think this change is good and I really love the song. I do still like Feel Special more than this though, as that song is in my top 3, if not my absolute favorite title track of theirs. And off topic, but Feel Special really just crept up on me, and I actually do like it more than Fancy now. Yes, Fancy. Last year's song of the year, I know. But yeah, I do like that song more, and the album was also better too. There's just not one weak link on that album. On this album, however, I don't know, I wasn't really as invested in the songs as much as I was for Feel Special or Fancy You, but there's still good songs nonetheless. And Make Me Go also deserves her own award, but that's besides the point. One thing More and More has over Feel Special though is Mina in performances and promotions and stuff, so I do give it that. Because I love Mina, don't we all? And I really did miss her in Feel Special. You could definitely feel something was missing. But as for my overall rating, I give More and More an 8 out of 10. Perfect summer dance track just in time for the summer. So that's my review of Twice's More and More for today, guys. Thanks for watching, even though you definitely did not ask for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on my Insta and Twitter, which are both down below in the description. I'll be back with another video very soon. Bye!